Alright, so we're in the garage and now we're going to unveil what it looks like in here and show you how big this motor is in comparison to the bike. So let's just take... Alright, so we got the cover off and you can see how it's a primary drive motor. Yeah, that is apparent. This bike is a 3 kilowatt bike if I'm not mistaken. You can see the battery bay here, how it connects, got some very high quality connectors, and it's hard to see, but you can get a good look in here, and that is your controller for the bike. Now the controller is like the brain or the computer of the bike that limits the power and whatnot, and right above it is this magic little box right here. You can't see it, but I'm telling you what it is. This is the Wi-Fi module that allows you to connect to this bike to fully customize and adjust the power per the rider's needs, whether it be slow and steady for beginners or all out if you want to rip on the track. I'm going to show you how to do that coming up next. Alright, now we're going to show you how to do the magic that this bike allows you to do the parental control or the limit control on this bike. Now what I have here is just a relatively old phone. It's a Galaxy S9, and I downloaded the Torrot app from the App Store, the Google Play Store. If you have an iPhone, that's perfectly fine. The Torrot app is good for both Android and Apple platforms. So let us go into there, and it automatically opens you up into the Torrot page. Now we want to scan Bluetooth for this bike, and the bike needs to be on. The key is on, the ignition lanyard is on, and the button is pressed in. When we see this display, that's how we know we're good to go. Okay, so let's press scan here, and it's going to scan for our Bluetooth module in here in order to get a signal to connect to this bike. Alright, so after all that scanning, we have the bike on. Like I said, we have come up on this list here, and this list is going to show everything that's connected, and you can see my GoPro is actually being picked up by this app as well. But we're not going to click that. We are going to use the device code on our tag supplied with our key, and we're going to look for the 571 number. So 571, that would be this guy right here. We're going to click on that, and the bike is connecting itself. Now it's connected. Still connecting. Boom. Now it's fast. So you can see we have a couple modes here. We have parental controls, we have configuration, scan for Bluetooth, which we already did. There's a Facebook app. I haven't gone there yet, but I'm guessing maybe it connects to Facebook and whatever. Torrot site for if you have any questions or want to consult the manual, and about Torrot, just a general view of who the company is and what they do. So let's start off with the first one, parental control. And simply put, you can adjust your parental control to kill the bike at will. So right now we have the blue hand up. We will give it some throttle. And what we can do is, while we push this button, it stops the bike. Now we still have some throttle on the thing, and you can see how it goes dead, the screen. So let's give it some more throttle, and let's push this again. There you go. Now we're back in business. And not bad, if I do say so myself. Pretty good torque. Okay, so that's our parental control. That's just to kill the bike when we need to. Okay. Now let's go into configuration and settings. It's going to say that the motor needs to be stopped. Do you want to continue? You always have this screen come up whenever you're trying to do something, just as a double check. And you want to say yes. And now we have our parental controls. So you have max power, and you can take that and adjust it anywhere in between. You have max speed, which is the overall, top speed of the bike. Throttle response. Now this is interesting. You would think 5% would be bad, not good, but you actually, as you go up to 25%, it gets slower. You have to kind of mess with it to really understand. and you have Regeneration. Now this bike has a regen built in, so basically when you lay the throttle off, when you let go of the throttle, it will automatically coast with the regen and it'll brake for you, not only slowing the bike down, but the inertia used will be like a regen brake. So the motor spinning will create a little bit of power. Now we just got these bikes, so I have no idea how efficient that is, but hey, why not use it if we have it? And it's not a bad thing to have you know, some automatic brakes, especially for kids who are a little bit less experienced. They can have the bike slow down at will. Okay, so you can configure these in any which way you want, according to your child's skill level. Okay, or you could do the presets, which are low, medium, and full. So when you press low, it sets it to 50%, 50%, 25%, which is very, very crawly, and a regen of 10. So let's see if we can see the difference on low. So we'll set it to low. We'll press config parameters, and it asks us if we want to continue. We say yes. You're going to hear the bike do a little click, and it's going to say successfully sent and controller restarting, please wait. So we just wait, and we are good to go. Now from that high RPM that you heard before, let's see what happens now. And this is going to be full throttle. You can see how the responses change, so you can listen to it. So you can see how the throttle lags to the wheel. And that is on our low setting. Now let's go to medium. If we don't know what we want in the middle, let's just select medium, 75, 75, 12, and 10. Now let's go full. What is full? Okay, so full is 100, 100, 5, which is the lowest for the throttle response, making it the most instant power, and 20% regen. So I'm guessing that gives you more braking because you'll be going faster. You want more regen. Now it's as easy as turning this down if you wanted to freewheel more, and that's fine. But let's just go with what the full is. Again, configure. Do we want to continue? Yes, please, Mr. Torrot. Got the smiley face. And we're good to go. Now we got full power. 100, 100, 5. Don't know why. 20%. Okay. And right off the bat, let's see. Whew. Yikes. That sounds pretty strong. And you see the throttle response is very accurate. Cool. That is pretty cool. You know, you may want the max speed, you may want the max power, but you want to turn the throttle response just a little bit softer. I think that might be a thing. You know, it's like you're not scared of the full power of the bike, you know, when your kid gets used to, but you want it to roll on nice and smooth. And by adjusting this anywhere in between, you can actually control that. And your kid can have way more control over what they're doing, be a lot safer, and, you know what, overall just learn the bike better and enjoy riding. That's really what we want, right? So, the last but not least, charging of the battery. Now this is the Torrot battery pack. It's an 8 amp hour 18650 lithium ion pack. It has a 3-prong plug up here for the charger, and there's a mini charger here for the Torrot bikes. Now you can hear that the fan is on, which is great. It's cooling the charger as it charges. And also, the thing about this charger, it's not a quick charger, which is actually very good for your batteries. Yes, I know we want quick charge, we want fast charge, we want fast charge, but fast charging degrades your batteries a lot quicker, and you won't get the life that you will expect out of a cell if you quickly charge it all the time. Now, it's better that you charge it slowly and maybe charge it more often. Now, let me take this plug out so that we can hear a little bit better. But this charger is a very small 2 amp charger. Like I said, it's a slow charger for 54.6 volts, which is what the battery is at. It's a 110 outlet, of course, but because it's 2 amps, relatively low. And what that allows you, the reason why they didn't put a big fast, quick charger is because they know that when you're going to be out there with your kids, you possibly want to charge the battery in between breaks, like I mentioned earlier. And if they made a big charger, your standard car inverter will not be able to do it. Yeah, you can charge fast, but you got to bring a generator and blah, 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 blah. Kind of similar to the emotion bikes, because the emotion bikes have a 15 amp charger, which requires a generator of 2000 watts at minimum. Now with this, a regular inverter at 2 amps, you can plug it into your cigarette lighter, you can plug this charger into that inverter, and when you're coming back to the truck to take a break, or when your kid just gets tired, take the battery out, because it is so easy, from the back of the bike, and plug it into your charger like such. And that's it. You take an hour break, you'll gain a couple more percentage, 10%, 50%, whatever you used, and you will be ready to ride again in no time. So right on, guys, thank you very much for checking out our video. Sorry for the mess in the garage, but we are busy with electric motion. We are also busy with just getting that word out there, and now the Torrot family being a part of Hawaii Rides, or back with Hawaii Rides, is going to be an awesome new feature that we all can enjoy the electric movement with our families. Till next time, guys, always remember, ride with aloha. Take care.